Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met.
Fuck,
She says
shut the
she's got a
fuck
lead on Solus.
God damn.
Should we be in more of a hurry to get out of here?
More of a hurry.
Want to look conspicuous.
All right, pause it for a
Just
second.
Get out of here nice and casual. Find
should be good now.
Gallus and stop Solus.
Neve Gallus. Rook.
That little beggar right there. Backstory, shadow dragons, custom appearance. Yeah, you could choose all like the different races and stuff you could in Inquisition too, which is nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Still think you can talk
So it could be like Qunari, Dwarf.
That ritual is going to tear down the veil.
Get out of the way.
The only thing separating us from the Fade and an endless number of demons.
Turn it up a little.
Talk him down.
Wait! But I didn't do anything!
Fucking Eye of Sauron.
Down.
Are they after us? Is it because of the bar?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
About to touch
Gotta
her.
help her.
I wonder if they will.
We don't have time to get arrested, especially Oh, crap.
We're too late.
The ritual started. But if we hurry, we can still stop Solus before it finishes. Let's go.
Run.
Harden's this way. She'll get us to
Little
Dumont
monkeys.
Plaza.
Watch out!
Oh shit. What are these things?
Is Solus
I don't
summoning
even know.
demons on purpose?
Oh, it took
My
someone.
guess is the veil is weakening, and they're slipping through the cracks.
And when the veil comes down completely?
And the whole world is going to look a lot like this. Come
Now he's
on,
just making
this
his way
way,
across.
To get us to Harding.
Can't wait for people to be like, if you just stand there while the demons attack, they don't do nothing. They have 100,000 views.
You're safe now. Get inside and bar the doors quick as you can, okay?
Thank you, miss.
Harding, you all right?
Scout.
I've been doing what I can to help. The ritual must be weakening the veil. There are a lot of scared people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many
Like
come
since
through
the
the Fade in
Inquisition.
years.
What about you two? Are you okay?
Nail, thumbs up. Ah. Bro, I'm dumb. I thought that said I'm
Good,
hungry.
But we need to move.
Agreed.
I'm
Solus
hungry.
isn't
You are
waiting.
hungry.
Neither can we.
It said in a hurry,
You got my
but
gear?
Right over there. Where's Nev Gallus? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
The Venatori got to her first. They grabbed her before we arrived and paid off the bar owner to keep it quiet.
I'm not surprised.
Main
our
character has a cool
detective did
voice.
something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages, but their timing stinks. The bar owner said the Venatori took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Rook, you're with the Shadow Dragons. I figured you'd know Minrathous better than I do.
Sure, but Minrathous is huge, and this is nowhere near my neighborhood. I can try.
Don't worry. Scouting's my specialty. Follow me.
I'm gonna need you to scout.
Eyes up. We've got company.
I'm gonna need you to use that bow and arrow.
Oh, combat chase.
Demons,
Oh, no.
here they come.
Oh. I'm gonna need a parry button.
Yeah, no. Royal Guard.
Yeah, Royal Guard. These are rogues, so this is like a rogue fighting style.
Oh. It's a little dagger.
Yeah, bow and arrow too. Oh,
Dang, I was a rogue in fucking.
oh, that's kind of cool.
Origins.
Look on the bottom center of the screen. You have like an arrow counter, so you have like
I
limited
think
arrows.
That's the last of them.
Oh yeah.
Good.
I mean, it
Let's get to
recharges,
Dumont Plaza
but
and find Nev.
like,
Pat
Yeah, you
yourselves
can't
up if
just
you
spam
need it.
arrows.
yeah, you can just spam arrows. potions on the bottom left too.
Oh yeah.
I don't get it. If Solus tears down the Veil, doesn't that destroy everything?
Solus that bald-ass elf?
Yeah.
Okay.
That world existed before the Veil, and he wants to bring
Oh
it
my
back.
gosh. Little monkeys.
He is the Dreadwolf.
He's the Dreadwolf, the bald, smooth, slick, bald head elf.
Yeah.
Venatori cultists!
Look out! Oh, a little block. Or is that a deflect?
I hate these assholes.
Oh.
Little cultists. Killed him.
Blasted him off the edge.
Looks like the Venatori put up a barrier to block the way.
Man, free me.
Avenge
Free
our
me.
fallen brethren!
Your little dash. Very much action-y. Hey, you're just like flipping around and shit, huh?
Yeah. You're like Deadpool.
I know. But with a bow and arrow.
About to be a dead fool.
Oh, there's stuff on the ground. Go pick it up. What are you doing?
Guess we're
What?
sliding down.
Yeah.
Neb Gallus.
They're allies of Neb Gallus! Kill them all!
Use the ability wheel to pause the action and choose from Rook's abilities. Oh, I missed. Oh, you get a grapple hook?
The Venatori own these streets.
You like pull yourself?
Yes,
You,
so.
oh my god, you pulled the hammer off. Pulled the grapple
hammer
off.
Venatori, take your revenge!
Whoa.
That's cool.
Gee, melted.
Alright, Harding. Not the worst timing.
Nev, it's so good to see you. We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing. A lot of Venatori in the
It's
city
frozen.
have reason to hate me. Figured I'd play along. Find out who wanted to settle the score this time.
Whoa, she has like a
Then
fake
the
leg.
sky started raining demons.
I didn't even
So
notice
I'm
that.
back on
Or
the
a
job.
prosthetic leg.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is Neb Gallus, our local expert.
That means she don't got
She's gonna
feet,
help us
Chase.
find Solus. Neb,
Dang.
meet Rook. Both of
bad
them
for
done
you.
some work for the
Dang.
Shadow Dragons.
Isn't that a coincidence?
Some old friends said if I was working in Tevinter, the Shadow Dragons are worth trusting.
We haven't got a lot of time. Varric said you had a lead on Solus?
You get right to the point. I haven't seen Solus in person, but I did find hints of old magic, similar to what you get in elven ruins.
I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
Then let's go. Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Worse, this ritual's already drawing more power than I'd expect from a dozen mages.
The
Told me
chat's
he was
insane.
working alone.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god.
What'd you say, Chase?
Well,
The chat is insane.
whatever he is,
Oh,
he's causing
I'm
trouble in my city.
I don't even have it open.
Let's go.
One of them was like, the new Riot game looks sick.
The new right.
They stepped through the gate.
Oh, we're gonna get to see a whole another environment.
Well, we're not in Minrathous anymore.
Looks like
I know
Inquisition.
these trees. This is Arlethan Forest.
And there's your ritual.
Oh,
The
yeah.
power involved. I've never seen anything like it.
Wow.
The tremors are getting worse.
And we've got demons.
They look kind of cool.
Kill them. Whoa. Man, his dash is like fucking far.
I know. The fucking Nero dash.
Yeah. I wonder if it's because he's a rogue, probably.
Yeah.
You need to get like a big dash to like get out of trouble and shoot an
I
arrow.
thought the demons were bad back in Minrathous.
The Fade's a mess this close to the ritual. No telling what could come through.
Does it feel like those tremors are getting worse?
Keep moving and try not to think about it.
Oh, are we gonna see? Are we gonna see Solus?
Or see the smooth-headed elf himself.
Yeah, elf himself.
Slick-headed elf.
Oh, big boss.
We have to stop this demon quickly.
Pride demon.
Yeah,
It's him.
yeah. They're using like a Mass Effect type command wheel.
Oh yeah.
Well, it looks like they're doing away with the isometric view altogether, huh?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
There's definitely more action-y. Like
Oh,
than,
100%.
previous Dragon Ages.
Look at that fucking health bar, bro. Oh, that was sick. Like flew in.
Kill him. Whoa, he's like fucking vanishing when he dodges.
Yeah.
See Virgil? Virgil dodge?
Judgment noted on you.
Yeah.
I wonder if his like red health is gonna take like more damage than like this armor.
I think so. That'd be cool if his armor,
Like fell off.
specific weapons
How did
and stuff
demon
like
this
that.
large get through the veil?
Like in,
Oh yeah.
like in Mass Effect 3.
Yeah.
Damn thing probably sensed
Oh, yeah.
Solus's ego.
Like certain weapons do armor breaking damage.
Yeah. Looks like his red health takes less, like or more damage. I mean.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Hit him a little two-piece.
Everyone all right?
Good enough. Let's get
Get
to
the hell
Solus.
out of here.
Get the hell out of here. Nay, little hero pose.
I know.
Oh, there he is. The Dread
The
Wolf
Baldy
himself.
Cue ball himself.
Yeah, I can't tell if they redesigned Varric as like a brunette or if that's just like
Take it from here.
age.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm saying people's hair
Feel free to
does
keep the demons off
darken
while I
with
talk
age,
to him.
like blonde
Varric,
people. But
Solus
like that's
isn't gonna
crazy.
stop
That's
just
like
because an old friend
you
asks
can't
for
tell
his
he's ever been a
Solus
like
needs someone to
blonde
sell
or
him another option
Yeah.
to
Red
help
hair.
him justify changing his mind.
Bro, they gonna blow
Come
Varric
on,
up.
Varric. We didn't
I
come
know.
all this way just to talk to him.
He was my friend, Rook. I gotta try to reach him. But if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
More demons.
Rook, take care of the team for me.
Barrett's the main character.
Yeah, Varric Sim.
Hey, Chuckles. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Let's buy him some time.
Man, now I'm nervous. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, you're gonna kill Barrett?
Is Varric just gonna sacrifice himself?
Yeah.
Sacrifice Varric?
Dang. Would you like that or not?
Nah. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I guess it depends on the story, but like, Varric's been like a constant since like the beginning. He's the first. I think he's the first person you hear in Dragon Age 2.
Yeah. This is your Joel moment.
Yeah. This is your Joel moment.
Barrett pulled out a golf club.
Fuck.
The veil is a wound inflicted upon this world. It must be healed.
By drowning the world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize the... People are dying right now. You need to listen. Please.
Oh shit.
People are always dying. It is what they do.
Shit.
People
We need
die.
another plan.
Do you want me to take the shot?
Won't work. He's too powerful.
What if we disrupt the ritual?
How?
See those statues? If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solus.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right, you two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
Is this a fucking Cade Ashley moment?
For real, bro.
Let's go, Hardy. No, keep the demons off us.
You got it.
This is a prime gamer moment.
Bro, for real. I'm into it. Like I'm heavy into it. This is so different from like the trailer. It's crazy. That's cool. You can like hear them talking.
Yeah.
Stand your hesitance. Now must be done. Being cast to comprehension.
Nay, just slowly hitting that. Get out of here.
Yeah. Poking.
Why tear down the veil, knowing all the lives it'll cost?
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but
It isn't falling. We need to push it.
I'm with you.
Together, now!
You came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
Push!
What the fuck, bro?
Wow.
Oh my god. Jesus. Bro, that was insane.
That's crazy.
What you think?
Me?
Yeah.
You don't want to know what I think, right?
Are you hating, you little fuck?
No, I'm not. I'm not trying. I'm trying not to hate.
I'm trying not to, so you are?
Yeah, I'm like Jeff Goldblum, the Jurassic Park table. You're like the lawyer. Things are a lot different than we thought, Chase. Yeah, things are a lot worse.
Things are a lot worse. I can't believe they're not giving a release date, bro. Fall's in like 2 months. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean fall 2024, fuckers?
As far as like the gameplay goes, it looks alright. Terrible or anything.
Mike Gamble, that's his name. He's sharing stuff already. That's pretty interesting. Like, I'm looking at the combo wheel. It's like a wheel, but it's like broken up into like 4 sections, like a left, right, top, and bottom. And the top and the top section is like commanding your teammates to do certain commands. The bottom is your own abilities, and then the left is one of your companions, and the right is the other companion. The new customizable ability wheel seen here in the early moments of the game will allow you to control your companions' attacks and unleash powerful abilities. Whisper it, but Dragon Age Veilguard has me thinking the unthinkable. It looks like BioWare is back. Dang, Chase. Eurogamer said it, and I liked it. Dang, Chase. Got a giggle out of you?
I mean, that's cool. I mean, I'm happy.
Chase just wants BioWare to fall. That's his bingo card.
Yeah, I do.
That's on
After
his
Andromeda?
That's on his life bingo card.
No mercy, no forgiveness.
No mercy.
I'm watching the Dragon Age Origins trailer.
Angrily. Chase, please don't hate. Please.
I'm playing Dragon Age Origins now.
Bro, yeah, it made me want to play some Dragon Age. Not gonna lie.
Play Origins and turn into a big ass fucking bear.
Turn that big old fucking bear. The lesson was get back to what you do well.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I hope that's legit. I don't know. I'm excited. This shit looks raw.
That's lit.
I mean, I'm never gonna sit here and be like, oh, like I'm not gonna expect Dragon Age to fucking have Devil May Cry level combat or like I mean, it'd be nice if they went back to, I don't know. I feel like you have to like wait until like with Gears, it's easy to say that, you know what I mean? Like, because Gears went in such a different direction.
Yeah.
Like 4 was kind of like in line, but it was still kind of like, it made sense, but it didn't. But then 5 comes along and it's just kind of like, ah, man, like, I don't know. And then like going from like, cause you never played 4, you never played 5, right? And so
yeah, I may play them a little, but I didn't
I've
beat them and all that.
I've beaten Gears 4 like maybe like 3 times, and then
you're a connoisseur.
Yeah, and then I beat 5 1.5 times, half because it like bugged out and I couldn't really like make any progression or whatever. And so like playing through those and then getting just the trailer, like just the energy that they're going with into like Gears, like not like, it's so many little things too with Gears, right? Like they brought back the of war in the title. Like that's just, that alone is like crazy to me. I'm just like, wow, like I didn't think they'd do that because they wanted to go with this whole whatever. And then like E-Day just being in like big bold red letters, and like, man, it's like, it's easy to look at that and the trailer and the tone that they're going for. Like you remember Gears 5's trailer? Like, you remember Gears 5's trailer where it was the Billie Eilish was a bad guy song or something?
Yeah, it was something. Some
Billie Eilish song, and like Kate like splitting into like, you know, her evil side or whatever. And it's just like, whoa, like, oh, like that compared to this, like compared to E-Day, just different.
It definitely is more a Gears vibe, like a fucking demon beating you half to death, like on a fucking like room floor. That's definitely more Gears vibe.
And that's
Gears type beat.
And that's the Locust Foot Soldier.
Yeah.
That's not like a special enemy type, you know what I mean? That's just the regular dude you fight. So that's like really sick, right? Going from Inquisition to like Andromeda to like Anthem to this. Like, I don't know.
I hope it's good.
I think it's gonna be good. I'm hoping it's gonna be good. I really want it to be good. It's just like one of those things where it's like I don't know if I have faith in like modern BioWare to get it done.
Yeah.
That's my thing. And it's like that's kind of and I remember Phil Spencer talked about that, the head of Xbox or whatever. Like he talked about how hard it is to regain the trust of gamers in general.
Well, it's so funny because it takes a lot to break the trust. Like you gotta like fuck up quite a few times to like do that.
And if you fuck up enough times, like Xbox did, like BioWare has, it's like that's why it takes a lot to get that trust back. So it's like as excited as I am initially, like I'm still like cautious. Like
because even as bad as Andromeda was, I still wanted to try out.
Yeah,
I'm never playing a BioWare game again. It's like I'll try it out, but
yeah, and then you try it, and it's like okay, now maybe I'm never playing a BioWare game again after that. But
yeah,
I don't know. And then when they did Mass Effect Legendary Edition, then it's like okay, my hopes are up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like it feels like they get it kind of. They're like oh shit, like what worked for us. You know, like even though I really wish they like did something with the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, like even though I really wish they did something with that, them not doing it was also like a sign that they're like, okay, maybe we're not gonna touch multiplayer anymore, which is like fine with me. I've never Mass Effect 3 multiplayer was like just a surprise. You know what I mean? Like it was just like, whoa, like there's a multiplayer? Okay, oh my god, it's good? What the fuck?
Yeah, it's amazing.
So, even like behind the scenes, like it was supposed to just be like a spin-off game, you know? It's supposed to just be like a spin-off separate game that was completely separate, done by a different team, but then they integrated it into the Mass Effect 3 main game. But like it was a different team still working on it. It wasn't like the story writers and shit. So but yeah, I don't know.
For sure.
So as excited, like bro, there's so much shit in here that I'm just like, oh my god, like it's weird. It's like this feeling of like wanting to give the same reaction I gave to the Gears trailer, but then I like bite my tongue. You know what I mean? There's like this weird hesitation, this weird trepidation where I'm just like, I'm like, woo! And then like, you know what I mean? It's like I have to like reel myself in immediately because it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It looks fantastic. It does, but that's just like that's like a slice of life, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hope I mean, that'd be cool if it was lit.
I hope it is, man. I really do. Like you know, of all people, you know the most about how I fucking want BioWare to be back.
Yeah.
Like you're the one person that knows like the extent of how bad I want BioWare to be back. And it's like to get a gameplay reveal this much of like a banger, I feel, and still kind of be like, you know what I mean? Like, oh geez, like, yeah, I don't know.
No, I get that. I mean, I don't know. My opinion, I'm not a Dragon Age guy really, so I don't know. I'd rather. It's so hard because it's like, I don't know. If this was a different time and there wasn't like Baldur's Gate or Dragon's Dogma 2, I think I'd be like,
it'd be different.
Oh, that was kind of cool, but
they got some real competition now.
Yeah, there's actually like a heavy hitter RPGs out,
and like that's not even like mentioning like Witcher 3 again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Witcher. There's like a lot actually, like Witcher 3, fucking, and it's weird because it's like Dragon Age competition with its own game. I don't play Origins. Like,
yeah,
like in a weird way where it's like I guess kind of Assassin's Creed's the same way, where it's like when a new Assassin's Creed gets announced, it just makes you want to play an older one. Like, oh, I'll play 2 then, let me try out 2, or like let me, like, I don't know, they don't have like missing a lot of the elements that were in that aren't in the new games. They're in the older ones.
Yeah, because
to get that feel, that vibe again, it's like you got to go back.
Yeah, because I'm just like, as happy as seeing this makes me, I'm still like nah. You know what I mean? I'm just like,
Yeah,
I'm what's the word? Like a skeptic or something. Like,
I'm suspicious.
yeah, I'm just like super suspicious. I feel like there's a catch. Like
Yeah, no,
I feel like I'm gonna be tricked, and that's such an
yeah,
ugly feeling.
no, for real. And I get that as an AC fan,
Mm-hmm.
as an Ass Creed fan, they got me.
Yeah, it is. It is very Mass Effect-y though.
Yeah,
Like the real
yeah.
push towards like action.
Hmm.
Hard push to action. It's like going from like Mass Effect 2 to 3. Like the isometric view is just gone. Like bet money.
Yeah,
There's not even because like they tried to keep it. Like they tried to keep it in Inquisition. Like you can technically do it, but it doesn't like work as well as Origins.
if I was making the new Dragon Age game, I'd either like reboot or like take it back to like Origins like time.
I don't think it needs a reboot.
Well, because like I think a lot of Dragon Age fans, it's like you want that like that in a new like I want to play Origins, but like a modern like a PS5 modern retelling of it or something
Like a
like that.
remake. I mean, but
Yeah, like a
would you keep
remake.
the combat or
Yeah, no, I'd definitely keep the combat. I'd keep
I thought you said the
I would
combat's
just
what made you stop playing.
well no, I mean no, the combat was the reason I played wasn't for the combat, but the combat wasn't bad. I
Mm-hmm.
played it for like the story and like the RPG elements and like the tactics parts and stuff like that. But like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anybody played Origins with I'm playing because it's badass when you hit something. It's like I don't
No,
think
I'm not. I'm
anybody
not saying that.
ever said that, you
I'm
know.
not saying that. I'm just saying like, wasn't that the reason you stopped playing it though? So
No,
would
I stopped
you?
playing because I hit a dry spot. I hit that I can't remember what the town's called. It's like everybody's all fucked up and you gotta like investigate and like talk around.
Oh, gotcha.
Um I forget the town name, but I got to there and I was like I really like fighting shit and like doing like missions where you're like going out and like on a venture or something. So I
Yeah.
stopped playing there because it was like you need to investigate this thing, like go talk to he had like a list of people you had to talk to. And I was like, I don't want to do that. So I just never played it
I
again
don't want to do
after
that.
that.
I
But
gotcha.
no, that we have it with Baldur's Gate, which is that's essentially what Baldur's Gate is, which
Mm-hmm.
is like just the amount of choice and like actual role playing you can do. That's why I liked Origins was because it was like you could be a wizard and turn into a bear. You could be a fucking a rogue and backstab people, or you could like, and then it's just the classes, but the character
Mm-hmm.
yourself, you'd have different starting points and backstories and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like the amount of like just interesting differences that was a lot of the reason like why I like Dragon Age when I did. Which I mean again, it's like I don't know why BioWare doesn't how they don't see that where it's like you have it already. It's not something like you don't have to get anything. You don't have to
It's like yeah,
like why are you trying so hard? You
the
have like
the ingredients are there. You already have
yeah,
them.
it's like you're pretending like you're like an indie studio making the first game and it's like
Yeah.
oh we don't know like
We don't
well
know.
we got to do some I don't know like
We're,
it's like
we're not sure.
so I
Nah,
don't
I
know
hear you.
because I mean I feel like they're not using the assets they do have where it's like you have a really interesting fun enemy in the darkspawn which I mean I get that people are tired of that after like I don't know when I haven't played any Dragon Ages but I've seen there were some elements of them like the ogres and stuff in previous games but like that's to me that's such a fun cool enemy that's like
Mm-hmm.
I would utilize like they don't have to be the big bad but like to have them in some
Yeah,
degree
they're
would be
there.
fun.
They exist. They're like
Yeah.
they're like the locust of Dragon Age. They kind of just chill
Yeah.
underground. And so like if you go on the deep roads, you'll probably run into them. But
Yeah.
beyond a blight happening, and there's like really cool lore about like the blight that like they do stick to, which is really cool. Like the darkspawn are what trigger the blight, and the way they trigger the blight is they find the body of one of like the dead gods, and
Yeah.
the dead gods were like there's like 7 of them, and they were banished underground by the maker. Like the maker's like fuck you, like you don't listen to me, banish you to the underground. And
Oh,
there
okay.
was only 7 of those gods, and the 5th there's been like 4 blights before Dragon Age Origins, and Dragon Age Origins
Hmm.
is the 5th one. So
Yeah.
there's only 2 more old gods that are like left somewhere in like the deep roads. And the big question that like mages talk about and stuff like that is like, okay, but what happens once all 7 blights happen and are over.
Yeah.
Like, are the
like
old
Omega Blight?
Yeah, it's like is the blight, because like there's like a whole contentious like conversation in the Dragon Age universe where it's like, okay, is the blight a good thing? You know what I mean? Because it's like, is the end goal of the Darkspawn good? Like, were they right? You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, but maybe they're trying to prevent something by like resurrecting these like old gods essentially. And what's gonna happen? Because these old gods, it's thought that their presence, their existence in like the deep roads is like protecting something. It's preventing something. Like they're still doing their jobs even after death or something like that. And it's like, okay, so we killed like 5 of the old gods by preventing 5 blights. So what happens once we stop the 7th blight? You know what I mean?
Like the defenses are down for whatever the fuck was.
Yeah, it's like, are they
it out or whatever?
Exactly. It's like, are they protecting us from something worse? And so like,
that's interesting.
So then that brings the question of like, okay, so is the blight a good thing? You know what I mean? Like,
that'd be funny. That's such a I mean, it's a cool premise, but that's such a funny premise. He's like misunderstood Darkspawn, or like, I'm trying to help you guys.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, they probably don't even. I mean, they probably but they probably don't.
Probably like,
you know,
they're probably like unconscious to an extent, where they're just like, I don't know, I'm just doing stuff. But like, it's just funny to think that like, I told you, like, there's gonna be a Darkspawn shaking his head, like I told you.
But see, that's like, that's the reason why like Dragon Age is held in such high regard. It's not necessarily like, the characters and the story, like the story of that game, and you know,
the writing is like
the writing, the character development, the relationships you build with these characters, the humor, like, it's all like cool, but like the biggest thing that has people like, I'm a fucking Dragon Age fan till I die, is the lore.
The
lore and the implications.
It's like that with a lot of fantasy.
No, for sure. But I'm just saying, like, Dragon Age is a part of that. But I know you haven't played a ton of Dragon Age, and maybe you watched like a lore video here or there. I don't know, but that's a big Dragon Age falls into that, where the reason why there's such devout Dragon Age fans is because the lore is so like interesting, and the implications of it are so like insane, and it's like, if it's told in a good way going forward, like what if like the next Dragon Age game, like what if it's like the 6th blight? You know what I mean? Like, because it like, imagine if that was the lore, and then Dragon Age 2 was like the 6th blight, and then Dragon Age 3 was the 7th blight, and then, you know what I mean? Like, if they just blew their load, another blight happening, another, you know what I mean? Versus like having different games where like, it's like, this other thing's happening, this other thing's happening, this other thing's happening, and then finally like, oh my god, another blight is happening. What the fuck? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, that would be a cool touching base point to go back to like pretend Veilguard doesn't work out. They could be like, all right, let's do kind of a soft reset and do like a blight and the fucking Darkspawn. That'd be I would play that. Like,
have it really inspired by like Origins and
like I would play the shit out of that.
I mean, I really love how like, I do really love the tone of Veilguard from the trailer. Like, I'm not the trailer, this gameplay versus the trailer. The trailer is like, the trailer just throws you off. You know what I mean? Where you're just like,
trailer. It's so weird because even from the gameplay they showed, it's like, who made that trailer?
Who made that trailer? Yeah, it's like they were just out of.
Even the music, like,
be heroes or whatever it was.
We can be heroes.
Yeah, bro. What's worse, that or the fucking I'm only human after all? I'm only human.
Yeah.
Don't put the.
Oh wait, no, it was something else. Remember there was. It wasn't the human trailer. Remember they're playing. It was some game, but they're playing that song for that Crocat used for like Lawbreakers. Remember it was fucking. It was something. It was what the game.
No, yeah, no. I know what you're talking about. No, but the official trailer of Andromeda was I'm only human.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
Like Crocat does use it in his Mass Effect Andromeda video, but it was actually in a trailer.
I didn't even know that, to be honest.
Yeah, it was in like the launch trailer or something. Just makes it more funnier.
Yeah, it's like,
I'm only human after all.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that. But no, yeah, like the lore of like, I mean, that lore for Dragon Age sounds sick, but like that's why there's so many good like still diehard Destiny fans.
Because of the lore, yeah.
That's what kept me playing Destiny even when it sucked, was like the lore was so like
That's like
fucking lit.
that's just the power of like fucking good lore. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like that's just the power.
no,
Like
definitely.
where you're willing to suffer through Inquisition because it's like,
Yeah,
damn, this lore though. It's like,
yeah, no, for
what
real.
does this mean? What does that mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, no, definitely. The most lore I got into, I don't know. I know a lot of Elder Scrolls lore.
Yeah,
I regret, but like
I regret.
I regret, but I do know a lot about it. It does. Elder Scrolls has a lot of good lore, but like
Hmm.
there's so many different writers that have been on it. It's kind of like a mishmash at this point of like,
Yeah.
oh, it's really crazy.
Hmm. Yeah,
Um,
because the thing that makes Dragon Age lore like so powerful, I feel, is that they spent, I can't remember if it was 5 years or 10 years developing the lore before they even started working on the game.
yeah, that's
Before
why
they even
Destiny's
worked
is
on
so good.
Origin.
Is because like they, I mean, you can find elements of Destiny lore back to like the 90s, like how like
Oh yeah,
you
you
could
told me that. You
find
told me
threads
that.
of it like in Marathon and like their previous games. I mean, they're
Yeah.
not exactly, but you could tell they took those elements and put them in to Destiny.
Hmm.
And it's so crazy. I mean, the Destiny lore is even, it's so crazy. Like, it's so
Yeah.
good, I think. It's just a
No, for sure.
shame that, like, it's not a super fun game.
Hmm. Like
Cohesive game.
the dudes that did like the Dragon Age lore, like they made a whole language for the game. You know what I mean? Same like,
Yeah,
with like classic examples of like, like
the
um
Daily Shelves.
yeah, no, like fucking Star Trek. What are they called
Oh,
again?
Klingon?
Yeah, like
Klingon?
the Klingons a whole language and shit, like an
Yeah,
actual developed language with like, thought put into it and shit. It's the same thing with like Dragon Age, like
yeah,
they came up with like a whole language. And yeah, they spent, I think it was 10 years, I want to say 10 years just developing the lore. And
yeah,
like before they even like were like, okay, we're gonna do a Dragon Age game, it's like, no, we're working on it over here, like all the lore, everything, the history of the whole world, the religions, the races and their backgrounds. So yeah, that's the crazy thing about,
yeah.
that's the thing that really elevates Dragon Age, I feel.
Yeah, that's how, like, Destiny's lore is so, it's
Hmm.
so fucking good. It still is, but it's
Yeah,
just, I
but
wish there
that
was a better
and
game.
and that's why
Like,
like and that's why like there's a thirst, you know what I mean? There's a fucking thirst
yeah,
for like a good like Dragon Age game, because it's like you have all this lore that you're just sitting on. You know what I mean? It's like what you said. It's
yeah,
like the work's already done for you. Just make a good game, make a good like slice of life story, and make some fun companions and some cool like, let's do some cool shit. Like the work's
yeah.
already done. You have like over a decade of lore work, almost like
Well,
two
just
decades of lore work, like fucking just
yeah,
sitting
I feel
there.
like new BioWare is like people doing jobs and it's not really people like
People,
enjoying
yeah,
like what they do. Where it's like I feel like when they made Origins, I feel there's a lot of joy I could see like
oh
when
yeah,
someone made something like where it's like
they loved making it.
yeah, where it's like oh, what if you use like there's a whole subclass animage and you just turn into a bear or a fucking spider or like a
Yeah.
wolf
Hmm.
like that. I feel like that only comes out of like a fun like mindset and like a fun way of doing stuff
Yeah.
versus like where it's like we gotta have this or we gotta have that where it's like you're not really into it, you're just kind of
Yeah,
doing,
I mean,
you know.
I agree with that, but I also do think that like, I don't know, like the way like
Because it's
games are
crazy
made nowadays is so
how the
different.
fun, like Dragon Age Origins is a dark game but it's like there's such a level of fun like they had, I could tell, making it, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh yeah, no,
um
100%. I agree with that, but I do also feel like, the way modern games are made, especially like in like the West, is like so different like than it
yeah,
was
no,
like back in like 2010.
well even back then
Um,
they were bigger studios but like they were headed by like, yeah, I remember when it was us 8 dudes
yeah,
like
yeah, no, for
stinking
sure.
up a fucking living room. You remember
Stinking up,
that? Like
yeah.
they were there, you know.
Hmm.
So like it's not very like it's super like I guess bureaucratic or like corporate. I guess now,
Yeah,
but
because I was watching this interview, with this developer, and he was talking. The fuck games was he talking about? It was like It was an RPG. It was like, I don't know what RPG it was, but he was talking about how like, he's like, yeah, like there was this incident. He's like, where I was working on this, and I wanted one of the developers to change like the way the combat worked, and he was like, he's like, I brought him in my office. I talked to him, and I said I want this, and this, and he said, all right, give me 4 weeks. And he's like, 4 weeks? What do you mean? Like, this is just like, you know, a few lines of code. And he's like, no, I need 4 weeks. And he's like, what do you mean you need 4 weeks? And he was like really confused. And this is like a guy who's been like working in like the games, developing games since like the 90s or whatever, maybe even earlier. And the guy, I guess, got like mad and like left. And his supervisor came in and was like, hey, like, what's going on? And he's like, oh, well, I need this done. Like, I need this done. But he's saying it's going to take 4 weeks. But I know it's not going to take 4 weeks. And he's like, all right, well, can you give him like 2 weeks? And he's like, what? And so like, he's like, so I walked him through what we needed to change. And he's like, I wrote the code right there. I was just like, duh. And he's like, no, just give us 2 weeks. And the reason why he needed like 4 weeks or 2 weeks was because when you're developing a game at that level as a developer, like that's your job is as a developer, like everything that you do has to go through a bunch of like checks and balances. Like it has like the director has to approve of it, the producers have to approve of it, the lead game designer has to approve of it. Like it has to go through all these different like levels of approval. And then when you're at that high of a level, you can't just like walk over to their cubicle and be like, hey, is this cool? Yep. Hey, is this cool?
It's
yep.
not like,
hey, is this cool? Yep.
Over there.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
cool.
it's like no, like oh, they're not in office, they're this, they're that. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
he was like, yeah. So he's like 4 lines of code that is done, that works. You look at the game, it doesn't cause any bugs. He's like, that takes multiple weeks, and he's like, that's also why you see games getting announced and not releasing for years.
Yeah,
that's a big reason why, because it's like a
that
simple
kind of makes
change.
more sense for how long delays take for AAA games.
Yeah,
you think like, oh, they got a 6-month delay, but they have like 400 people on staff.
Yeah,
where it's like how like what?
Yeah,
that kind of makes a lot more sense.
It's not like
it's not that way.
Yeah, it's not like 30 people in like a little office space. It's like a fucking corporate building with like floors, like levels to that shit.
So, no, definitely. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so it's really interesting. And then you think about that on the level of like a RPG, it's like, geez.
Oh yeah, no, all different mechanics and stuff.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know, it's just so interesting the way like game development's going. That's why like a lot of people are predicting like a crash
for AAA.
Yeah, AAA like gaming crash, because it's like.
Well, I'm even out of it. I mean, there's only a few like big games that I'm like, I will get that, or like, you know, it's not like. It's so different than before when like, I mean, if you just think back like 10 years, it's like every AAA, you're like, we gotta get that, you know, whatever it was, it didn't even matter. It was just like now it's I feel like a lot of people are more hyper selective about like.
Oh yeah, especially what prices going up.
They get. Yeah.
Prices going up, and then what you're buying and all that shit. Yeah, so I don't know. It's so interesting to like think about and kind of reflect on, and I'm excited. I'm excited for Dragon Age.
I'm not, but I hope it's good.
I'm not, just straight up.
Hope it's awesome. Cause like I feel like I like Call of Duty because I always know what I'm gonna get. Like it's not like this isn't gonna blow your. I mean, this might be super fun, but it's not. You're not like, you know what you're getting in for every time.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
So like. I'm fine with being like, yeah, I'm gonna get Black Ops 6. I love it. It's cool, whatever. But like certain games, it's like Assassin's Creed Shadows. Pretend I was excited and I was interested. I feel like I would not know.
You don't know the quality of the game.
You don't know until you actually like buy it and play it and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean,
and I feel like that's where like the passion you're talking about kind of comes in, where it's like. You need someone to like love what they're doing, because like if there's like a shared passion, then I feel like it might be, I would hope that it's like easier for like studios to all be on the same page, even with like a staff of hundreds of people.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Because if you're all like excited about it and all share that vision, it's like, yeah, it might take like 4 weeks for this thing to get implemented, and in that time a lot of miscommunication can happen. But if y'all like kind of shared like the vision and have a similar idea, it's like it might like probably come together better.
No, definitely.
Let him think.
No, I don't know. I'm more excited. I mean, again, I gotta give it up to the Japanese.
Yeah. No, for sure.
The great Japanese, like they just, they just got it. They got the magic touch, I guess. Or it's like I don't even got to think about it. It's just a new Kojima game out. It's like I don't even care.
I don't even care. Yeah.
I'm getting it, and it's gonna be lit. It's gonna blow my top off.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, there's just a big part of me that I'm just like,
just happy you're getting a new game in that franchise.
Well, not just that, but also that it actually looks pretty sick. Like, I'm still holding my reservations, but I'm just like, please, please be good.
Please, God.
Please let what we see in this little trailer carry over. Like, the biggest thing that has me hype is like how the story's kind of playing out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Solus being all like somber, like, like, why would I do this for no reason? You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. And then like Varric like trying to reason with him, but like visibly being like, man, like, don't make me do this.
Yeah, I'll shoot you.
Yeah, it's just like, and then Solus not even like hurting him, but just blowing up his weapon, like blowing up Bianca. It's like,
yeah, just exploding it.
Yeah, it's just like, disarming him. It's like, there's layers there that like are really exciting to me. Like, it really shows me that it makes me feel like they're really taking these relationships into consideration. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's not just like, oh, he bad guy now, kill him.
He's
like,
evil.
Yeah, it's like, it's more like, it's not as black and white as that. It's like, and that's always kind of been like a cool thing about Dragon Age, is kind of like the morally gray, like, is especially like in Origins. Like, I feel like if you say you come around, you're like, I'm gonna play Origins or whatever, like, I'm actually gonna like commit to beating it, like, you're gonna find like there's like so many decisions where there's like, you can be like, man, like, did I fuck up? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
like in the moment.
As much as I played it, I did already see like a lot of those.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Yeah, you're like,
I don't know.
There's that feeling of like, did I mess up? Did I fuck up? Did I make the right decision, the wrong decision? And sometimes you're like, yeah, I did. Like, I don't know, like, I did my best. Like, that's kind of like one thing that's always been like fantastic about Dragon Age compared to like Mass Effect, where like Mass Effect, it's like, you can make a decision and you're kind of like
Paragon.
Yeah, you're kind of confident, like, yeah, I did something good. Versus like Dragon Age, where it's like you can make a decision and it's like, fuck, did I just like doom a whole race? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh god, this village died because of me. Like, oh jeez.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
No, for real.
So yeah, it's just really interesting, and I really like, I'm seeing glimpses of that here, and I really hope it goes forward.
That's what's so cool about the Witcher 3's writing, is it's every mission is that, like, a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so funny because The Witcher is sort of like the plight of the good guy. Like,
yeah.
Where it's like, a lot of times it's like, no matter how hard you try, like, making someone mad, like, or getting on someone's bad side. That's like, that's why I like The Witcher 3 so much, is because like,
the plight of
you'll be like, you'll go into every mission like super bucky and like, oh, I'm gonna save this guy, I'm gonna make it right.
Yeah.
And you like ruin his life inadvertently or something, or like 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 something like that. And like, it's so funny because The Witcher is the Ched guy, like, of his universe. Like, normal people don't like Witchers because they're paranormal and weird and spooky, and they think there's a lot of people who think they bring bad luck, like, to the villages, but they're trying to kill monsters and like make a living and protect people. And so it's like the Witchers are like just Ched guys, where it's like even
doing the best. Yeah,
because even nobody likes you. Like, normal people don't like you because they think you're weird. Monsters don't like you because they think, even normal monsters who aren't evil, they don't like you because they think you're gonna kill them. Nobility don't like you because there's been Witcher assassins before, so they all think you're gonna like you're a fucker or something, like an agent. So nobody likes you, so you're always like fighting to be like, no, I'm trying to help you. Please.
Like convincing them.
Yeah, like it's such a good element to that game. It's like and it's so fun when you do find like there's some monsters who know like, oh, you're a Witcher, you're a cool guy. Like I know, like you're pretty chill. I've met Witchers before or whatever. And it's so like relaxing in the game. Just like, dang, we're like buddies. Like nice.
Yeah, you could chill together.
You know, so yeah, and like I mean, I don't know. I love that game. Writing is so good in it, but because that's the thing is like I think The Witcher. The reason people always consider it Game of the Year and stuff is because it had like Dragon Origins or whatever your favorite RPG level writing in it.
Yeah.
But it had the action to be like a fucking full-blown action game where you're like, oh, this don't even feel like an RPG. I'm just, like, fucking spinning, doing backflips with Scout Fire.
Like, where you can put like Geralt into like fucking Soul Calibur and he like fits.
Yeah, he just matches. He fits right in.
Yeah.
Because it's The Witcher is the heir to the Mass Effect 2. Like Dragon Age 2 Throne, I think, where it's like the perfect like blending of action RPG stuff.
Yeah.
Where there's RPG considerations in combat, but like there's enough action to like not to like get you into it and stuff and not make you sort of just be a number counting type of person.
Yeah, I got you.
Because there's like, I mean, it's just so cool. Like The Witcher is a lot of your Monster Hunter, so there's a lot of preparation. Like you actually research the monsters, you find out weaknesses. They have multiple weaknesses. Depending on where you are, where you fight them, how you fight them, what you have. Like you can die if you're in a cave with one, you might die. But if you're outside, you might kill them super easy. Like depending on the monster.
Yeah.
And just different things like that. There's so many, and that's the RPG element to it too. Is like just knowing offhand, like, oh, this guy doesn't like water. I'm gonna fucking cover my blade in it, or I'm gonna fucking bomb it at him like a snowball or something.
Yeah.
And there's a million different options in it, and I don't know. I think it's really good. It's funny. CD Projekt Red is the only developer that made me like day one patches.
Oh, really?
Because I remember before that, I always thought day one patches like, oh, it's just some whatever the fuck bullshit, like whatever. Because I got The Witcher 3 like day one, like right when it came out.
Yeah.
And I was playing it, and I remember I was like, the inventory menu is so fucking ass. Why is it so? It's so hard to organize shit. And I'm not kidding you. Like that day, they dropped the day one patch and they fixed it, and I was like, wow. I was like,
dang, life ain't so bad.
Hey, yeah, like life's pretty sweet.
Life's pretty sweet.
But yeah, no, I like that company. Got to give Cyberpunk a try one of these days.
Someday. I mean, some people are like pretty attached to it now. Like,
yeah, no,
like, I wish I miss Cyberpunk type.
Yeah,
kind of like reactions. And it's like pretty cheap now. Like you don't have to like drop $60 on.
They got that new DLC, the Phantom Library or Liberty.
Yeah. With Idris. Eb.
My black chocolate Idris. Chocolate Daddy Idris.
Chocolate Daddy Idris. Cannon Shout says it looks like BioWare's trying to do Arkham combat but not fully commit to it while retaining some elements of turn-based combat. I don't think they consider turn-based combat at all, to be completely honest. Like there's no element of that here. It's just Mass Effect combat but with swords.
Yeah, I think the lines I understand what he's saying, because it's especially with Dragon Age, the lines get blurred so bad that like I don't know if Inquisition has turn-based combat.
It's not, played it. It's and I played it.
No, that's what I'm saying, because you're gonna say no, it's combat, but I know that.
Yeah.
The line of what turn like that is whenever they blend it, like whenever you try to make it more actiony, like you know what I mean.
Yeah, no,
The not turn-based combat. What the fuck's it called? Like where you like remember you just stand there and you hit them like whatever. I don't know what that's like Dragon Age Origins combat. I don't know what the fuck that's called.
I mean, just like real time.
No, but it's like MMO kind of type combat.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. Whatever that thing. When they start making that more actiony, the line gets really blurred to me of like, is this like it's I don't know. So I understand that guys.
It's like
sort of weird.
What are you going for? Yeah.
Yeah. What is the? It's hard to put your finger on because I got that feeling, and I don't know if you played Final Fantasy 15, but like that.
Yeah.
Where it's a weird in between to try to make RPG combat more actiony and stuff.
Yeah.
Where it is more, it's so hard to like classify or to like say what it is, but it's like a more actiony, turn-based or not turn-based, but like that sort of MMO stop and just press one button. It's weird.
Yeah,
it's like really hard to classify.
Yeah. No, for sure. It's MMO style and like I don't know, like Inquisition too, like Inquisition's combat is like fine. It's just like I don't know, it's passable. Like this is like definitely just way more I don't know, Witcher based. With like the leaks made it look like remember
it made
like,
it look like God of War kind of.
Yeah, straight up God of War. And I'm glad they didn't do that, to be like completely honest. I'm glad they didn't go that route, but like this looks more like I don't know, more like Witcher to me.
Yeah, well, I think like what was I gonna say? Oh, motherfucking ham sandwich.
Ham sandwich.
I gotta say he was expecting God of War combat too.
Yeah.
No, that I think it's a weird place to be to try to make an action RPG because you do have to make choices in terms of stuff. So like,
yeah,
this rogue class looks sick, but like. Pretend you wanted to be a mage. Is that like you standing there tapping X or like you know what I mean? Like it's hard to. I feel like it's inherently hard to balance something like that.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to really like kind of jump to like what does a mage play like?
Because that's what I hated about Inquisition is because I wanted to be mages and I jumped in it playing a mage and I hated it because I was just standing there pressing like a button like over.
Chase wants that Dragon's Dogma 2 mage. That's what.
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah, the fucking Dragon's Dogma 2 mage is insane. But like,
you're just
I was like
God.
Yeah, you're like levitating and shit, like Magneto floating.
You're like Magneto floating around.
Yeah, but like, no, in Inquisition, I was just like standing there like firebolt, firebolt, firebolt. Like,
yeah,
throwing the little pouches at him.
No, for sure.
Which I mean, I get, I understand because it's hard to like how do you make a mage? I don't know. Dragon Dogma 2 did it, so like how do you make a mage interesting? But
I mean, like maybe they'll give him like flip moves like this rogue has or something. I don't know.
Yeah, well, because with Dragon's Dogma 2, they did it so well where it was like you weren't casting a lot of spells, but they took a long time to cast. But when you did, it was fucking like it wasn't just a little fireball. It was like I put an explosion on this guy's fucking chest.
Yeah,
and, like, he's screaming and shit. Like
yeah,
you know, so
like the versus like the mage and Inquisition. It's like hold one button and watch like the particle effects. It's like like, just watch the show.
They're pretty, but
they're pretty. Yeah, pretty much.
But they weren't fun to do.
The graphics were cool, but it's like that's as much as you're getting though. That's why like in this last in my like latest attempt at beating Inquisition playing it, like I just chose soldier. Like I'm just gonna hit stuff. I don't know what else to do. Like it's not really like the most fun. And then like all the grindy shit, it's like I don't know. And this like at least this looks like way less grindy. You know what I mean? Like
no, it does. It looks like a lot less.
The Pride Demon kind of had a little too much health, I feel.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
But other than that, I don't know. I'm hoping it's good. Maybe they'll draw inspiration from like the Dragon's Dogma fucking mages and give you like a little fucking action man.
I don't think so,
around.
but I hope so.
I mean, I guess like fucking Nev is on your party in this, and she's a mage, and she just kind of like I didn't really pay attention to her.
I didn't even notice her, to be honest.
I didn't even notice
Yeah, I hate
her.
mages
Yeah.
Inquisition 2 canon. I hate them too.
Chase was one.
You can't turn into a bear.
You can't turn into a bear. Yeah, that'd be like a sick way to like kind of keep this like action.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They already have
focus.
answers.
Just turn into like Kuma from Tekken and run up on someone.
Yeah, because they have like to make an interesting mage. It's like go play Origins. Dragon Age
Yeah.
Origins. Could you turn into a spider or a bear, like a fucking wolf, like? Or because there's different subclasses to mages, and I think in Inquisition it was like fire, ice.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say
electricity or something.
I was gonna say that too. Like, what Cannon Shout was saying. Like, I'm pretty sure this is like either on easy or normal difficulty. Like, because like they're like the enemies barely fight back. Like they're just kind of like taking the hits, and then with all the health, like we already know how like fucking BioWare balances their games. It just turns everyone into like bullet sponges, and so I'm pretty sure that Pride Demon's gonna be like a bitch, like on like anything higher than normal.
No, for real.
But I mean, like, it's, I don't know. I'd argue like, yeah, I'm not really a big fan of like bullet sponges, especially in shooters. I mean, obviously this isn't a shooter, but like, if the combat's fun, it's not that big of a deal. You know what I mean? Like I'll be, I can juggle motherfuckers for a minute. In,
I feel like
DMC5.
It's like a drug. It's like meth or something. It's like to me, it's because when I was playing Destiny, it's like I knew why you didn't like it, but I didn't even. I was just like
you didn't care.
Eric played this strike with me.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, it's grindy. I don't want to play. I don't care. I like it. Play with me.
Yeah.
Like
no, exactly.
I didn't care. I was just like, I like shooting an ogre's massive health bar for like 15 minutes.
That's
like,
the thing is like you can
because it felt good to me, but it's like, I couldn't say like you're wrong, Eric. It's not grindy. You know what I mean? It's I knew it was. I knew it's grindy. But it's like I like the way it felt.
Yeah, I feel like if your combat's fun, it's not that big of a deal to have like super grindy enemies. But if like your combat's
for sure.
like if your combat's Inquisition or like fucking Gears of War, then it's just like you know what I mean? It's just like you're playing like Gears of War and like a fucking drone tanks like 2 boom shot rounds to the chest. It's just like, yep, comes up and 2 shots you.
No, for sure.
Or like you're playing Inquisition and you're just standing there like holding fucking R2 and hitting a guy over and 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 just like, what am I doing? You know what I mean? What am I doing in my life? Yeah,
because like Dragon's Dogma 2 has, I mean, you never notice health bar.
Yeah.
Like that's how interesting it is. Which I think is a good place to be.
Yeah.
Don't notice. Damn, the guy had like 20,000 health.
Yeah. Damn, that guy's fucking stacked. I had like 3 health bars. I remember when I played Dragon Age Inquisition, I started it on hard. And I was just like, yeah, I ain't doing this. After like 2 hours, I was like, I ain't doing this. Just turn it back to normal.
Never do RPG on hard.
Nah, yeah. It's just my fucking my ego took over and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna kill these guys.
Yeah, no, I mean it'd be cool. I hope Veilguard is lit. Like
I hope so too. I just want BioWare to like make good games again. Like I just
I
love like I mean like
the worlds they have are really cool.
I love Dragon Age, like I love Mass Effect. Like please, like stop making Andromeda. Like stop trying to make Anthem. Like Anthem's not gonna like I'm hoping
that making Andromeda level threats.
Yeah, it's like Andromeda level threats. It's like I'm really hoping really hoping that this is it, you know, like Michael Jackson, this is it. You like fucking put one finger up. This is it.
This is the comeback tour.
Yeah, this is like fucking BioWare's Get Back. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'm just so like I don't know. I've been burnt too many times, BioWare.
Yeah, that's why I'm not.
You broke
I hope
my heart.
It's good, but
you broke my
but I
heart
don't have any like
you
don't
have
it,
any.
I guess.
Yeah. No skin in the game.
Yeah, no skin in the game. I was shocked that Andromeda was such a crazy shot because I was like this
like
before it came out. Oh no, I was saying Andromeda was gonna be like
I
this
was
is it.
yeah. On my
This
end,
is
you just
amazing.
said. On my end, you just said, yeah. I was like, Andromeda's gonna be like, and then just nothing.
Oh, sorry, I'm in the smoke room.
Damn, I thought you quit.
Oh, Dragon Age got some smoking again.
Got to be smoking again. Alright, I need to keep an eye on fucking Nev. I mean, it looks like largely the same. I mean, she's shooting from off screen, so she's obviously keeping her distance.
Yeah, the design isn't like bad or nothing.
Well,
Or
I
the
mean,
costume.
it's Dragon Age. You don't like the fucking design, just put some armor on him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is kind of in their face. She has like a dodge. She's just like icing them.
Ice.
Icing
Ice
them.
bolt. Ice bolt. Ice bolt. Ice bolt.
I mostly just stayed out of danger that whole fight. I mean, hopefully it's like Dragon's Dogma, where like you can get more abilities that kind of let you like weave in and out. Because remember, in Dragon's Dogma, when you start, it's like you're pretty much still just doing that whole like, you know, shooting little blasts.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You get. It's cool because
takes
when
a
you do
little bit.
get abilities, they're like big abilities.
Yeah.
In Dragon's Dogma. They're like.
That's what I'm saying. Hopefully it's.
You go from a fireball to like a fucking fire tornado or something.
Yeah. Like it'd be nice if like this is the same.
Oh. I got right to the end of Dragon's Dogma and like, I burnt myself out on it.
Oh really? Right at the end.
I played like 127 hours. Like
damn.
total, not straight, but like.
No, yeah, but
like
total.
in total, over like probably 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need a break.
Give me a break.
So I'm like right at the end of it, but. What a great game.
But you beat. Oh no, you beat it. You told me you was playing the end game, huh?
Yeah.
Fucking opened the article and got blinded.
Flashbang.
Fucking white ass screen, bro. I don't think there's a block button in this game. Looked like he did a parry though, or like a what's it called? On projectiles, he like deflected one earlier. I mean, there's never been like a block button in, but it is like more actiony though, right? Like,
Isn't it based on the class? Like, does the knight have a fucking
if you're
shield or something?
Yeah, if you're like a knight and you have like a shield, it like the attacks bounce off your shield.
Yeah.
It's probably just class based. Maybe like the rogue has like a parry button, but that same button blocks with like the soldier or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm thinking that dodge is probably tied to the rogue class.
Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping it's the case. I'm hoping like BioWare like clever enough to, not even clever. It's not even like a big thing, but
yeah,
have the common sense to like do something cool like that.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to just how you attack.
Oh, for sure, bro. There's like I had a Godzilla moment in Dragon's Dogma.
Oh, really?
Where like I was fighting this ogre and a griffin showed up and just started whooping his ass. I was like, yo.
Just start whooping his ass.
Yeah, this is I backed my party up. Like I made them go away and we just watched them like ham it out.
Just watched them.
Like,
that's
dang,
so
this guy. Yeah, I was like, this guy's got beef with him.
Yeah, they got beef. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, Dragon's Dogma is lit.
Yeah, the reason I was opening articles though is like since they did the gameplay reveal, all the articles are dropping.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. Oh. WCCF Tech says Dragon Age Veilguard gets first gameplay and details, quote, tremendous amount of handcrafted side content.
Tremendous.
BioWare has revealed the first gameplay and details for Veilguard, showcasing a rich storyline, diverse biomes, and handcrafted side content. Oh, there's like 3 different fucking articles I have open right now. It's like, damn, it's huge.
It's Donald Trump huge.
Yeah, it's Trump huge.
Donald.
I'm just kind of like, why not just announce the fucking release date? Like, what are they waiting for? It says fall.
I don't know.
Fall 24. It's like you think they'd just be like, oh yeah. It's like less than
Kind
half
of
a
Metal
year
Gear
away.
Solid. They haven't released the release date for that yet.
Yeah.
A remake.
Yeah. Book. I mean, it just says fall. They could delay it again. I don't know if they would, to be honest. I mean, they would. They could. I don't know.
You seem pretty committed on it now, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is like a year ago, and the backlash was like, man, this fucking sucks, man. Like,
Yeah.
maybe. Maybe then I'd be like, yeah, they might delay it, but they seem confident at least, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, the game looks good. I mean, the graphics and everything. Like, the only weird bug thing I seen was like at the beginning when that fucking demon crashes and then the fucking pillar falls and Varric starts walking over it. Like, it kind of bugs out for a second there, but it's not good.
Yeah, their foot tracking
Broke
is
the
kind of
game.
weird in some places.
Yeah, and it's just like
Like when
little.
they're like
it's just
on
it's
the
just
terrain and stuff.
Yeah, it's just like little shit though. It's nothing like serious. And then there's like a scene near the like end right here where a rock falls and breaks, and then it like disappears like right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like right here. Yeah, it just kind of floats and disappears. But no, I mean, it seems the game looks done. Like they're probably. I'd hope. I'd hope they're just like it's done and they're just polishing it now.
Yeah.
Man, if they do this and it's like really fucking good, like even if it's just like a 8 out of 10 or a 7 out of 10, like,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Finally.
Thank you.
Yeah. No. Oh.
Like BioWare went from like making like strong contenders for Game of the Year to like, the fuck is this?
Yeah. In the gutter.
The gutter.
In the bloody gutter.
The bloody gutter.
That's what I was saying about when I was in the smoke room, saying about Andromeda. It was like, I really thought Andromeda would be fucking amazing, like before it came out.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is gonna be amazing.
Now, remember we were watching like the multiplayer like previews and shit. Remember like you can get like a Krogan hammer even as like a human, and it like the hammer's like too big for you, but like you could tell like you know whatever, and like we were like, oh my god, you can Krogan hammer. We don't need to be a Krogan. You can just be a little dude. And we were like excited for it.
Yeah, no, I was pretty excited.
And then all the previews and early releases and shit like fucking show, and it's like, oh my god, bro.
Because there was no like bad news until it dropped, and then everybody was like, I was shocked that everybody was like, yeah, this is glitchy and buggy and
this yeah, bro. Like
I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what?
my Mass Effect.
Yeah, they started watching like clips and scenes and stuff, and
yeah, see, it just says coming fall 2024 wish list now.
Wish list it.
Wish list it, please. Whisper it, Chase. Dragon Age is back.
The world Thetis needs. I just want to play a new Call of Duty.
just give me that new COD.
Give me a new COD and that chicken house game. I'll be alright.
That chicken house game. Chase just wants that house dating sim.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's all he wants.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
We're also excited to open the official BioWare Discord server. You can expect new drops, giveaways, activities, and more planned between now and launch.
It's probably gonna be crazy in there.
Bro, it's probably gonna be a shit show.
Yeah.
Bro, just based on like chat.
Yeah, the chat was so funny.
That was fucked up.
The chat was like, the new Riot game looks lit.
Bro, chat was on one.
That got me.
The video from the first moments of the game is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more to discover. As I'm saying, you'll explore Thetis, uniting a cast of romanceable companions. Chase, are you ready to fuck someone? You ready to fuck, Chase? Oh, we gonna go to the deep roads? Oh shit. We'll have a lot more coming this summer as we fully detail what's in store. You'll begin by diving into the character creator. You choose your class, lineage, gender, and overall appearance, and more. Which faction the Rook is part of. Veilguard has fluid moment-to-moment combat where you can choose between 3 classes: warrior, mage, or rogue. You can't... Oh shit, I'm dumb. each having their own advanced specializations. There's also a layer of tactical depth for those who want to dig in, which we really didn't get to cover in the video. For real? Are you bullshitting me, BioWare? Our new ability wheel will help you turn the tides of battle at any time. It will allow you to pause the action, issue commands to your followers, use abilities, and unleash devastating combos. As you become more powerful, you can see the potential and how much fun and hectic things can get. Seems like just straight up Mass Effect. It's just like the whole, everything pauses. It's like no more isometric view, no more like tactics or like turn-based. It's like basic Mass Effect tactics. We're also giving you the abilities to use some of your abilities via a shortcut. So Mass Effect, giving you these different kinds of options is something we thought a lot about and wanted to provide so you can find the playstyle that best fits you. That's it for now, and we'll dive deeper into this. Oh yeah, there's like more shit coming though. The 3 standard classes of Warrior, Mage, and Rogue return, but within those are 3 more specializations each, such as Duelist, Saboteur, or Veil Ranger for the Rogue. You have like the actual specializations. That includes custom distinct difficulty settings for options as granular as parry windows, so there is a parry option. That means players who might fancy that playstyle but typically struggle with the finer points of combat can give it a go. So it's been 9 in-game years since Inquisition, so almost a decade. Solus is back and he's a baddie doing baddie things. Ooh. It begins with a tavern brawl, Chase, and a stroll through Minrathos. Minrathos. Nah, I really dug the fucking floating palaces and shit. I wonder how you get them. You get like teleported up? You get beamed up into them?
Floating what?
The floating palaces, like in that first city you see.
Oh yeah,
that's where the game starts, I guess. Or it's a remarkably beautiful city, rich with giant statues, floating palaces, orange lantern glow, and the green neon of magical runes, those acting like electricity as occasional signs above pubs and stores. It's a stronger style, creative developer or creative director says. It's not a massive departure. It's recognizably Dragon Age, and particularly because we're going into parts of the world like Tevinter, you see more magic, more color. There's a little bit more vibrancy going on there, but there's also a lot of darkness, and the thing about darkness, especially the dark part of games, those often contain the biggest spoilers. Oh my god, spoiler alert, Chase.
Spoiler alert.
Contrast is what allows darkness to really breathe. Something that Dragon Age has had historically, and I've been on the franchise pretty much since Dragon Age Origins. When everything is dark, nothing really feels dark. For this one, we really wanted to build that contrast again. Before long, things take a... I wonder if they'll do a demo at all for Dragon Age. I feel like they should, just to win. Like I feel like people have been burnt so bad by BioWare that like they need something to like get people back, not just like a showcase or a reveal or a developer Q&A. Like I think they need to like do a demo.
No, I think so. I mean, yeah, it's a long road ahead.
Yeah, just like a slice of life thing, just to kind of like even just the section we just seen played, like just let people just go like the Dragon's Dogma route, Dragon's Dogma 2, where it's like you have the demo. I think they did this in like Street Fighter 6 as well, where you can create your character in the demo, play the demo, and then transfer that character over into the main game. Like they should do something like that. Like take notes from what Capcom's been doing with their character creator in games.
Yeah, oh, that would be cool.
Would they do it?
That would be sick.
But will they do it?
No, I'm watching.
Nah, he said.
No, probably not.
Probably not.
Someone painted Solus up like the Joker, like from the Joaquin.
Painted him like the Joker.
Like that's a thumbnail on his video.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. It says beyond that, there are also specific class resource systems. The Rogue has momentum, in quotation marks, which builds up as you land consecutive hits, and each will always have a ranged option.
Yeah.
I'm a particular fan of the hip fire option we saw for the Rogue's bow, letting you pop off arrows from the waist like a barely concentrated Legolas. Warriors, meanwhile, can lob their shields at enemies, and apparently build an entire playstyle around using that skill tree. Dang, you'd be like Captain America?
I wish it. I mean, it looks fine. I wish it looked amazing, like visually. Which I mean, I get it. Maybe like Dragon Age Veilguard is like a bigger game, but very cool if it visually looked just like crazy.
Yeah. So it says the returning Varric, meanwhile, is more of a special case. Varric is a major character, part of the franchise since Dragon Age 2. Varric obviously has a history with Solas at the end of the Trespasser. He's obviously going to try and stop him, and if you read the comics, you can see he's part of the hunt for Solas and the Dreadwolf. Every regular companion is romanceable. Meanwhile, though there's an emphasis from BioWare on making each character's friendship just as meaningful, romance or not, and if you don't romance them, they might romance each other. Damn. So if you don't clap their cheeks, they're just going to clap each other. It says, we are a studio that does really well when we do single-player RPGs that are based around characters and going back to our strengths. It comes down to knowing what you do well, knowing the things you're experts on, and knowing what you've built your studio to build. BioWare has always been built around single-player RPGs, so for us the lesson was get back to what you do well, get back to what you know how to do well, and in the case of Dragon Age, get back to what the franchise is known for. Why did it take them like 10 years to figure that shit out, bro?
Yeah, I don't know.
God damn. It's like, oh no, let's make a fucking live service shooter. We fly around in the air and do quests and shit with like no story. Like they just like that's like the 180 of what he just said.
Yeah. They want to get that Destiny money.
I guess. I don't know. Throughout the demo, there was one very clear impression. BioWare really does seem to be back. Oh shit, Chase. And not just back, but back with a renewed sense of confidence and faith in itself.
Dang.
For all of Veilguard's long and reportedly troubled development and all the issues with Anthem and more, the first hour of it looks like those troubles never happened. It was simply an uninterrupted hour of one big grand AAA video game. One that was also campy, sincere, melodramatic, and potentially very accomplished, and on the surface is at least indisputably BioWare. Is BioWare hashtag back?
I don't know. I can't say.
If you don't romance characters in Veilguard, they'll find other partners for themselves. Quote, some characters may be a little more steamy. Oh.
Some characters may be a little more steamy.
That's how I describe Chase. A little steamy guy. It says Veilguard features a far more fleshed out romance and relationship system than in previous BioWare games, the developer has told Eurogamer, including the ability for party members to go off and find their own love interests, should you not be interested yourself. That's kind of crazy. So basically, like, you can keep them from their soulmate. You can be the toxic. So. You could be the toxic, like, in-between relationship. The interim relationship.
You break them up.
Keeping them. Yo, you could break them up. Dang.
You could cuck one of your companions.
You could cuck one of them. Cuck Varric.
Cuck play. There's cuck play. That trailer just made me want to watch the original Twister now.
In Dragon Age games, BioWare games, romance is a core part. Chase. It ain't a BioWare game unless you're like clapping cheeks.
Yeah.
We wanted to give each character their own flavor, their own style of romance. So some characters may be a little more steamy, while some characters may be a little bit more innocent. Ooh. But for each one, you can build these relationships. And what's interesting in this game is if you don't romance characters, they may decide to find their own romances, whether within the team or within the world. It's reminiscent somewhat of how Shepard could walk in on Garrus and Tali locked in a kiss towards the end of Mass Effect 3, but only if you had chosen not to show romantic interest in either one beforehand. That's kind of cool. I thought that was kind of cool. It's just like, oh dang.
Yeah.
Naturally, you do enough suicide missions together, like someone's end up like bunning.
Oh yeah.
What sounds like another improvement from previous BioWare games is how a character's romance arc will be better woven into their own personal story arc and their involvement with the Veilguard's core quest line. BioWare has also worked to ensure that getting to know your character as friends feels just as satisfying, and that just because you're not banging your buddy, their platonic relationship with you will still continue. Well, that's good. I remember like there's certain characters where it's like you only get certain cool shit about them if you romance them, and it's kind of always been like that.
No, for sure.
So it's like
certain, like dialogue and
yeah, like if they're able to like, I mean, because they're gonna do the romance shit, so it's like might as well do it right if you're gonna fucking do it. But I feel like, and they've always kind of done it like pretty good, I think, but like it'd be cool to take it to that next level where like the only things you really learn about them if you romance them is like maybe like just canon shit, like who their family is or where they come from or something, you know what I mean? Like just shit that like you don't really care about. Like I mean, like, you know, if I could use like Leslie for an example, it's like, you know, I don't care about Leslie's like history, but you do, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
It's like it's something that like if you're really interested in that character, it's like you should be able to like find out that stuff, but it shouldn't be like story changing shit, you know what I mean? Like where it's like, wow, I wish I knew this, and the only way you can get this information or get this cutscene is if you romance them. But it's like actually having them to like where they're able to like feel close enough to you as a friend to like tell you like this fucked up shit, and then romancing them, this just gives you like bonus lore stuff for that character specifically. Like that feels like real, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it feels more natural.
Yeah. Well, one of the things we try to do with Veilguard is it's not just romantic relationship building. You need to get to know a person before you can really build that kind of relationship with them. And if you choose not to build a romantic relationship, we never want to feel like you're being cut off. There's no, okay, well, their arc isn't progressing, I'm done feeling. So that's what I'm talking about. It's like,
yeah,
because like in Mass Effect and like Dragon Age, it feels like you kind of hit a wall if you don't like romance them. It's just like, all right, they're just kind of like, you know, I'm gonna go up and talk to them, and they're just never gonna have nothing to say after that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
We want to make sure the non-romantic relationships are deep as well, with friendships not just for companions and yourself, but also between companions across the party. That's cool. I mean, that's always like been a really cool aspect of like BioWare games, is like how your party interacts with each other.
Yeah.
So like for it to like kind of extend even beyond, like to where like maybe they like fucking fall in love or something, be like, oh shit.
Yeah. Twins.
I'm wondering if all these like, I'm gonna assume most of the fucking shit in all these articles like overlap.
Probably. They're all using the same AI chatbot to make the articles.
Yeah, see, there's Darkspawn in this game. That's why I said there's Darkspawn in every game. But it's just like they're not as prevalent as like they are in Origins.
Yeah.
So you can fight Venatori, cultists, demons of the Fade, Darkspawn, and more.
Damn.
Oh, whoa. Oh, you can fucking visit the fortress of the Grey Wardens. That's cool. The Elven Forest.
Of Solitude.
Yeah, the fucking Elven Forest, the Tevinter capital. I got excited about this. They confirmed you can go into the deep roads. I think the only time you go into the deep roads is I think in the first two games. I'm not 100% sure.
Damn, why is it all spooky down there?
It's just fucking pitch black, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Blight Town?
Like that's where like Red Lyrium grows, and like that's where Darkspawn kind of lurk. That's where the old gods are.
Dark Souls 1 Blight Town?
Yeah. Blight Town, but it's just like fucking, it's just like endless roads underground. They were used by back in the day when like dwarves were like the most powerful race on the whole planet. Like they used those to like travel between and like deliver shit, you know what I mean? Like that was those were their tunnels that they made. So
oh, okay.
You can also go to bustling cities, lush tropics, boreal forests, forbidding swamps. Ooh. The titular Veilguard will assemble at the lighthouse, the classic RPG style place where you can rest and chat with your companions. The developers also promise some of the most compelling individual storylines, quote, in the franchise history, which is an ambitious target given that this was always one of the strengths of Dragon Age and BioWare games as a whole. The 7 companions will provide expansive and dynamic stories exploring love and loss. The player choices will affect both your relationships with the individual companions and the whole group.
Anthem, $3 right now. That's all I know.
Anthem, $3. That's 300 pennies. That's fucking 12
you
quarters.
Can buy a Pepsi or Anthem.
Yeah. What are you getting?
Give me that Pepsi.
Give me that fucking Pepsi.
I need this.
I need this. Finally, going back to the player character Rook. Players will get the most powerful character creator in the franchise yet, with a vast range of customization options. As you can see from the gallery above, you can select other races as well, such as Elf or Qunari. You'll also be able to choose a starting faction as part of the character's background. There will be 6 choices in this area, including a Grey Warden, Shadow Dragons, and the Antivan Crows. Cool.
Sounds like some RPG mumbo jumbo.
Some RPG bullshit. Oh, so you can't directly control your party members, though.
Oh, you can't?
Nah, that's going to be a first for the franchise. In all the games, you can switch to your party members.
Yeah, I remember you could do it in Origins.
Yeah, there won't be any direct control of your other 2 party members, but the ability will allows players to perform specific skills against any given target. As I said,
it's just like Mass Effect.
Yeah, as I said, it's literally just Mass Effect, but Dragon Age. Which is I don't know, depends on what you're into, I suppose.
I wonder what engine they're using then.
They're using Unreal.
Oh, they are? It's confirmed?
Yeah, Unreal 5. Yeah, canon, no direct control. It's just Mass Effect, but Dragon Age. Because Mass Effect, you only get 2 companions as well.
Yeah.
In every Dragon Age up till this point, you always had 3 companions. This is the first one, you only get 2 companions.
You could just control your companion's abilities.
Yeah.
Ability wheel.
And that's it. Well, that's cool. We have dozens and dozens of hair types, and they're fully affected by physics. The quality and variety of choices I saw delighted me. The rows of bouncy, luxurious-looking hair of all curl types and textures. Even the annoyingly ubiquitous Killmonger cut was among the options. A very important part of our philosophy is that no matter who you are, you're able to realize yourself inside of the game. Chase, I'm gonna make you, and then I'm gonna
Yeah, make me.
I'm gonna make him suffer.
I'll make you. I'll make this giant bastard. My main character.
This giant bastard. They're just making Mass Effect with swords. I mean, you have everything. You have this whole thing. This is just the Mass Effect fucking ability wheel.
They just don't have a Shepard run.
Yeah, they need the Shepard Mass Effect 1 run.
The Lightspeed Mass Effect 1 Shepard run.
You just hold a button, and then the wheel pops up, and then you move your stick to whatever ability you want to choose. Click it. There's your one character, there's your second character, there's yours, and then there's commands. The quote-unquote tactical aspect, you can tell your characters whether to attack or not. That's your only tactical option. Hopefully they have it like Inquisition and Origins, where you can go into the character menu and change their behavior. Hopefully you can at least do that.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
I don't know if they will though.
Yeah, because that's what I liked the most about Origins was the being able to pause gameplay and set everybody's moves up and then resume it.
No, there's
especially in tight spots
you're not gonna do that. There's
No, I know it's not in this, but I'm saying that was one of my favorite aspects of Origins.
But what I'm talking about is you can press start and go.
No, I know what you're talking about. You can adjust the AI settings.
Yeah, you can adjust the AI settings where they only pop potions when they're at a certain percentage or lower, or they protect a certain character. You know what I mean? You can.
Yeah.
It's very. It's extremely dense. It's extremely dense in Origins, but in Inquisition, it's very basic. It's very stripped down. So I'm wondering if they're gonna bring that back at all. I hope they will, because that's kind of been a cool thing. But there was only so much I could see in the 1 hour I had, in the hour I had with the hands-off demo. But all of it was really heartening as a longtime Dragon Age fan.
I wonder if they slipped in some the money.
Slipped him some fucking cash and said,
They
hey.
put like couple Benjamins.
Yeah, slipped him a few Benjis.
Gave him that money handshake.
To some, that colorfulness combined with a reveal trailer that had a more stylized art direction led to grumblings on social media that the Veilguard didn't feel like a, quote, real Dragon Age game. Detractors complained that the new stylization looks too cartoonish and is too much of a departure from the series that once featured Marilyn Manson's This Is the New Shit in one of its blood-splattered trailers. I don't know if the guy's name is Bush or Buey. It's like Bush, but like C-H-E at the end.
Bush.
Do you think it's Buey?
Probably Buish.
Buish. Understood the criticisms and offered a two-pronged explanation. The first part was simply that Dragon Age as a series has always changed. What we've seen over the years is an evolution of the visuals in the franchise. Dragon Age has never really had an ownable visual identity. Bush explained that the team wanted to give players a game where local locations were imbued with just as much personality as the characters. That, quote, that meant making contrast from the areas that are dark and decaying to the areas that are illuminated with magic. I mean, that's cool, but like that compared to like what the trailer was is like not even, that's like irrelevant to the trailer. The trailer was like
the trailer's insane.
Silly, insane, goofy. What how's the song go?
We can be heroes.
We can be heroes. That's just so different from like what we've seen in the actual reveal. Another reason the Veilguard looks so different from other Dragon Age games is because the locations themselves are unlike anything the franchise has seen before. The first 3 Dragon Age games took place in the southern parts of the world where magic and its users were brutally repressed. Which is true. Like up north, they're more like progressive, I guess. Meanwhile, for the locations in Veilguard, this is part of the world where magic has been embraced. It is a society of mages, and magic in this world is inherently colorful. So whether we're seeing them use magic for everyday purposes like signage or using them as spells, that color really comes through. It's been a long and possibly agonizing time coming for the fans of the series. I mean, that's such an extreme word.
Yeah, I know. It's been torture.
It's been torture, man. Everything's on fire. It's been a long and possibly agonizing time coming for the fans of the series who first got a glimpse of the new game back when it was announced at the 2018 Game Awards. It's really been that fucking long. Jesus Christ.
Damn.
6 years.
Damn.
In the intervening years, there were a few proof of life updates, including the news that the game had undergone a massive change of scope, with BioWare scrapping plans to add live service multiplayer elements. Thank God. To instead focus on a single-player experience. Yeah, because it was before Anthem. They announced it before Anthem came out.
Yeah.
But it was
they just showed the title, and then it was devs.
No, they didn't even show devs talking, I don't think. It was just the title and Dreadwolf, and that's it.
Oh.
Yeah, the game was supposed to be like a single player game, and then it turned into a live service, and then they scrapped all of it and did the version we're looking at now, I guess. See, this is what I'm talking about. Needless to say, Veilguard's development has been beset by issues, and an hour of hands-off gameplay isn't enough to completely dispel the lingering concerns that the game's tortured development cycles has affected its quality. That's what I'm saying. As cool as this like gameplay is, it's like I'm still like, you know what I mean? I'm still like super reserved. But I know the Dragon Age series, and based on the conversations I've had and the little I've seen, it feels like despite the turmoil, BioWare still got it right.
Ooh.
Final judgment will have to be reserved for when I can finally play the finished product when Veilguard launches in the fall of this year. Fuckers, give us a date. But seeing all the character creator options, knowing that we'll finally get a romanceable dwarf companion, and knowing that we'll finally visit places like Weishaupt, I don't know how to say that, and the Necropolis of Navarra, requests and locations that have dominated Dragon Age fandom discussions for decades, Veilguard feels like it's on the right track. Fuckers.
Dang.
We can finally fuck a dwarf! Let's go!
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. You know why they did that at the
Cadence
start
said
of the
it's Anthem's fault.
I mean, yeah, it was a result of Anthem. I mean, I'm pretty sure like BioWare kind of like I feel like they just
It's like
I feel like they have like a blank check
Anthem
and they
was
can
like
do whatever
the
they
20th
want.
step on their fall down the staircase. Like they were
That
already
was
going down. Like
Anthem was like when they get enough momentum to kind of like
you
fucking
start spinning. Yeah.
yeah, to kind of like
Yeah.
bounce and like spin.
Yeah.
To start spinning. Yeah, exactly. Like Anthem was like that, and I feel like I really do feel like Dragon Age and maybe Mass Effect are like this is their make or break moment. Like they might go the way of like fucking fuck, I can't even think of all the studios. There's so many I can't think of one. Fucking Visceral, fucking oh my gosh, so many.
Criterion. I think they closed Maxis.
Oh, I think they
Pandemic.
did. Yeah, Pandemic. Just all the fucking EA studios. I feel like they're just I don't know. They put the toe tag on them.
No. Yeah, that's what I was saying is like it's I feel like nobody would believe it, but I do think if this fails and the new Mass Effect, they might close them or at least shelve them
Yeah.
as a studio.
No, I think so because I feel like BioWare is one of those studios that like they were so successful that they just have a blank check. It's like, I don't know, make what you want, do what you want. I don't fucking care. Like you're gonna make us money, and then Andromeda was, from what I remember, Andromeda was like successful though, like money wise at least. Like
no, yeah, financially I think it was
successful, but like it was like panned and like obviously like clowned on and stuff. Anthem on the other hand, Anthem was not successful.
It's
Anthem
$3 right now.
Anthem fuck shit up. Yeah, bro, it didn't even take that long. Like I think, I remember less than a year. Yeah, what? No, hold on. Not even like I think 3 months or 4 months. I bought Anthem for like $15, like the super deluxe badass edition with like the steelbook.
Yeah,
because Anthem came out early 2019, and I went to Wind Cave in 2019. That's when I worked there, and I remember I went to Rapid and I found the deluxe edition brand new for like $15. Like that's how fast it went on sale.
Yeah,
like it wasn't even like because I was like a year later, then I was like, no.
Avengers was like that too.
Yeah, Avengers fell in price like mad fast. I hate that game. I'm glad that game failed.
Yeah. Anthem. What's your anthem? Then he flies away.
I forgot that was the slogan. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was something like that. I don't know if it's that exactly.
What a dog shit slogan. It was. No, it was. I remember.
Was it?
Yeah, you just brought back memories, bro.
Yeah. I felt like Anthem was so weird, man. Like I don't know what they were trying to make. I mean, I think they were trying to make a Destiny competitor, but
I don't know.
Like, I don't know. Like,
they also pulled the Cliff Blazinski where they're like, we were working on Anthem before we even seen what Destiny was.
Yeah,
like
before we knew about Destiny.
Yeah, they did that whole thing too. Which is like fair, but still.
Yeah,
you know?
it's like
they were,
I don't know, pretty convenient because that was like peak Destiny. Like pretty peak Destiny whenever Anthem was announced. Coming out and stuff.
Yeah, because that was they started working on it once they wrapped on Mass Effect, which was like 2013.
Yeah,
because the Mass Effect team went from Mass Effect to Anthem, and then Inquisition came out a year after, and then they started working on Dragon Age, Veilguard or Dreadwolf, whatever, Dragon Age 4, and then Anthem was going so bad, like in 2017, 2018 or whatever, that they grabbed all the fucking Dragon Age developers and made them work on Anthem.
Yeah.
Man, I just hate that there's no release date. Because fall can mean like September, can mean like the end of November, like.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be around there. I mean,
yeah.
I don't think they should release it then, to be honest, because there's so many other big titles coming out then.
You'd think like they would want like the game to have
like,
their
own little window.
Because I mean, what else comes out in like October? Like fucking obviously Call of Duty.
Call of Duty does.
Astrobot. God damn it.
Astrobot's
They
coming
don't.
out.
They don't want to compete with Astrobot. I know that. Quite a few
October,
games.
Silent Hill 2, Dragon Ball,
Oh my God, you're
Metaphor,
right.
Undisputed, Sonic Shadow Generation,
Sonic and
Range.
Shadow.
November, Splitterhead, Assassin's Creed, Flight Simulator. See September, Harry Potter,
Harry
Star
Potter.
Trekker, Stalker 2, Harry Potter, Warhammer.
Oh, Space Marine comes out.
Yeah, a bunch of games kind of hold. Star Wars Outlaws. Outlaw.
Maybe they said fall 2024 to see what is all coming out, so they can be like, all right, let's not drop.
All right, never mind.
Those are hot zones. Let's not drop there.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like October would be the month to drop then, right?
Nah, there's like a list.
October
Probably
stacked,
like there's probably over 100 games that are to come out in fall,
In
but
the
haven't
fall.
been exactly. They don't have a specific release date.
Just fall. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, when do you even drop then?
Killing Floor 3, it's come out this fall.
I'm pretty sure.
Horizon Adventure. Bro, Marathon's coming out this year? No. Is Marathon coming out this fall?
Scared him.
Holy shit. Yeah. I wouldn't do it if Marathon's coming out. Don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
A Bungie game and a Call of Duty game coming out.
Bro.
And you're gonna drop your game?
Yeah. And that's not even mentioning all the like games that are getting like DLC, like all the fighting games and fucking all the battle royales with new seasons and so much competition. That's crazy, bro.
No, for real.
Says in this other article, it says you can check out what Game Radar's Dustin Bailey made of it in our Dragon Age hands-off preview, but I'm here to interrogate the burning questions as a series super fan. Oh shit, we got an expert in here. From the new direction.
Delta.
Oh, Delta comes out too, huh?
Yeah.
Damn. From the new direction in combat to the focus of companions and the most in-depth character creator I've ever seen in the series, there's already plenty of exciting details and additions to speak to my Dragon Age loving heart. I feel like they're gonna put their, like, they're just gonna walk up and put their fucking balls on the table and be like, right in the middle of November, just contest a bunch of fucking releases. That'd be dope if they did. I don't know if I don't know if it's a good idea, but
yeah.
If they can do that if they release a demo first.
Yeah.
They need to get they need to get people to be like, I'm buying this over COD. I'm buying this over Sonic. Like Sonic's a big heavy hitter. But like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm buying this over like, you know, flagship, over Assassin's Creed Shadows. I'm buying
Gear
this.
Marathon.
I'm buying this over this. Yes, exactly. They have to like sell us, you know what I mean? Like,
no, for real.
and the best way to sell it to fucking Dragon Age fans, I feel, or like any like BioWare fan, is to like release a demo.
Yeah.
Especially with the reputation.
Well, because it's like, I mean, even I don't like Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yeah.
It's gonna sell really well. Like, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, 100%. Like, people are already like fucking sucking it off on like Twitter and socials.
Assassin's Creed Shadows, Life is Strange, Double Exposure, Dragon Ball, Silent Hill. Like, it's just, there's so many fucking big games kind of dropping. Warhammer.
100%.
Stalker 2. Star Wars Outlaw.
And that's just That's just in the AAA space.
Yeah,
that's not
AAA.
even
There's
considering
a fucking
indies.
million indie games.
Just like Inquisition, we'll be able to choose to play as an elf, human, dwarf, or Qunari, but we'll also be able to choose from a selection of different factions, such as Grey Wardens, Antivan Crows, and 4 new factions that are rooted in Northern Thetis, where we'll be venturing to for the first time in Veilguard. What faction you choose will determine who you as protagonist Rook was before you were recruited, can't say that word, to put a stop, recruited to put a stop to Solus. Factions affect a bunch of things, Epler tells me. Certain conversation options are only available to you. So Grey Wardens, for example, get conversation options that are focused on the Blight. They know more about it than other people, so it also impacts how people talk to you. So you'll get reactivity from characters and then faction reactivity from plots related to that faction. Yeah, because you get a Grey Warden companion, so it's like right there you have like, oh, you have Grey Warden specific, like oh, we relate, you know, shit. What do you think about the Blight? I don't know, it's fucked up. I hate Darkspawn. Do you? Yeah. Remember when we had to drink Darkspawn blood? It's like, yeah, that shit sucked. I almost died.
We had to drink the blood.
Yeah, drink the blood. The factions immediately brought to mind the different origins you choose from Dragon Age Origins, with elves, dwarves, and humans and mages, each having their own unique backstory that influenced how the story began and how the world reacts to you going forward. And I just had to ask if there was an intentional nod back to the initial RPG roots of the series. Quote, there's definitely intended to be that throwback. It's not the same. There's not the unique missions, but it does set the course for your character throughout the rest of the game for sure. So you don't get unique setups, you don't get unique intros. I don't know if this is gonna be like Dragon Age Inquisition, where like it just starts with you like in some shit.
I'm guessing probably.
Because remember Inquisition, it literally just starts with you. Like,
yeah, you're just in the middle of hell. Like,
yeah, you're in the middle of hell, pretty much.
Everything's fucked up. Everybody's screaming.
Yeah, everyone's scared. Everyone's
Everybody's
afraid.
a bit old chitin.
Yeah.
Bit old chitin.
Little chitin.
Do you remember the PC Gamer show? The Mute?
The Mute?
The Mute.
Yeah, I remember.
All the Mute.
All of it.
Finally finished laying out my comic.
Nice.
I gotta...
Nice. We got a creator over
pencil
here.
It. Yeah, pencil it.
If you're someone who likes to deep dive into the character creator, you can pretty much adjust anything, including body customization and morphing. From more muscular characters to curvier builds and just about any shape you want to give your character. There are all sorts of toggles to adjust, so you can give them any figure you want. Bro, imagine you can create like some Street Fighter like fucked up looking characters.
Yeah, I think that's from like Baldur's Gate, when you can like change how big penis is and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. There's even features that let you choose proportions, so you can alter their height, give them wider shoulders, and much more. All the options are about allowing you to build this character to someone that represents you, that makes you feel like you're in this world, whether it's a character who looks like you or a character who looks like somebody you want to play as. Along with makeup and tattoos.
You forgot.
Along with makeup and tattoos, extensive hair options are also included that use a strand system to make them behave and move in a believable way for the different races. I mean, that's cool. That's the power of Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah, that's what. I mean, I don't mean to be a hater, but like, they're on the new engine and stuff, and I'm like, why does this not look crazy? Like, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying, but like, I don't know. It doesn't look like.
It doesn't look
crazy.
bad.
It doesn't look any crazy. Like, I just feel like it's kind of like that classical, like, it's an RPG, so they can't really like polish everything to like the highest standard. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I get that. But
it doesn't look any better than like Baldur's Gate 3 does. You know what I mean? Like, nobody looks at Baldur's Gate 3 and is like, oh my god, this is like Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4 level, you know, Last of Us 2 like level fucking.
I'm looking at Baldur's Gate 3 right now.
Chase like, no, I need to see myself. I played the game, Chase. I played the game. I know.
Yeah, but you got your Dragon Age goggles on right now.
Yeah, that's true.
You see? Nah, Baldur's Gate. Like, look up a screenshot of Baldur's Gate right now.
I played the game. What are you talking about?
You're telling me this Veilguard looks better than Baldur's Gate?
I didn't say better. I said it doesn't look any better. Oh,
okay.
They're like the same. Like, I'm not saying it looks better. I'm just saying.
I don't know about the same, but we'll say that they're different.
I mean, I don't know.
They're different.
Personally, I don't really care. I mean, it looks beautiful. That's all I care about. Like, I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like,
but like that stuff. Like, I think why make a point about the engine? Like,
because
you know what I mean?
Because physics and fucking particle effects and clothing and it's the same reason. It's the same reason we get so hype about the RE engine and what that does. It's like, it's not just like,
I'm saying it doesn't
look
it's
beautiful. Or what?
I'm saying it doesn't look like it. So it's like, what's the point of being like, oh, we're on the new hype engine? But it's like, if it's RPG and it doesn't matter and it's not there because it's so big, it's like, what's the point of even,
I feel like we hit a point in like fucking gaming engines and technology where like graphics are like, yeah, cool, but it's kind of like a standard now versus, you know, it's the same thing where people are like, oh, it feels like the PS5 isn't that big leap from the PS4, but it is, just not in like the graphics department. It is in like loading speeds and, you know, like, all that shit. Like, I feel like getting hype about the engine is more like, oh, what they can do with like physics and
Like the gameplay and stuff.
yeah, like reactivity between like elements, and you know, like how your character interacts with the world and everything. Like I feel like it's more about that as opposed to like, oh, how many, you know, how good is this texture, like how, like what resolution are we pushing. I just and like think about it, like so many people play games on like a 1080p monitor, like they don't care about that. Like, and when you have something that looks like Dragon Age or like Baldur's Gate and you shrink it down to like a 24-inch monitor like mine versus like a 60-inch TV like yours, it doesn't matter that much to that crowd, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
I just feel like we're in a space. I feel like we're in a time where you know, with engines it's more about like their features, especially in like physics, like the shit we loved in Uncharted.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. It doesn't look ugly, but it's just like yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is with the gameplay stuff more, but it's
the only reason I said that was because of the strand system it talked about. It's like, you know, the strand system to make that, you know, make hair behave and move in a more believable way. It's like, oh shit, that's kind of sick. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that's kind of the reality of like, I feel like graphics and engines and shit that we're in now versus like jumping from Dragon Age Origins graphics to like Inquisition graphics, etc.
No, for sure.
Yeah. You can see the architecture. You can see the architecture has changed. It's become a lot more elven focused, and that's something we kind of hinted at, but we've never really shown explicitly. Is the idea that Tevinter is built on the bones of the ancient elven empire, which is like fucked up, by the way. Tevinter itself, I mean, that's kind of like a what do you say, like kind of like a stereotype almost. It's like, oh, this ancient empire that was like all mysterious and cool, but it's like actually fucked up. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The like fucking hierarchy and kings and shit. And all the magic you see, that's just a pale imitation of what the elves are capable of. So you'll start to see as you get deeper into the game, the elves, for example, worked lyrium into their building materials. Tevinter can't quite figure out how to do that, so instead you'll see more gold and gems kind of imitating it, but not ever quite approaching what the elves are able to do, and really creating that continuity of the space. Obviously, Solus isn't too thrilled that this world is the way it is, because he lived in a time of miracles and magic, and even the most magical place in Thedas isn't magic like the elven people used to be able to do. That's kind of cool. I fell in love with Scout Harding in Inquisition, and I know I'm far from alone in that. As a side character that features quite heavily in the story, with her introducing you to new areas as you venture to as the Inquisitor, you even have the option to hit her with flirtatious dialogue. Ooh. Throughout your conversations with her, and with her appearance in the missing prequel comic, she's a natural fit for a companion.
Bro.
I asked if the fan reception influenced the decision. Harding was one of the earliest characters that we wanted to bring into this because she was such a fan favorite. It's been a tradition in Dragon Age to bring back smaller characters and make them followers based on fan response. Obviously, Isabella in Dragon Age 2, Cassandra in Dragon Age Inquisition, and then Harding in Dragon Age 4. Cool. It's cool. Dragon Age Veilguard is, quote, just as grim as its predecessors. The Dragon Age Veilguard trailer feels very high fantasy, almost Fable-esque, but BioWare assures me that grit and grime will be there. Gee. But yeah, I mean, again, like, I want to say like I'm excited, but it's the same thing, you know?
Yeah.
Ooh, ambient. Ugh. God damn. I heard myself.